Welcome. Come and cook with me. So I am going to make soup. I'm gonna make a turkey soup with my leftover turkey meat. I thawed, this was in the freezer and I thawed it out. It smells good. So this is just gonna be just soup. So I'm using yams. I don't know what you guys call this, but we call it yam. I think this is yellow yam. And then I'm gonna add potatoes, and I wish I had carrots. How did I not get carrots? Okay, so we don't have any carrots. So we're just gonna put a bunch of ingredients in it. We're gonna use, I'm gonna make some boiled dumplings, like Jamaican style dumplings. And yeah. So let's talk about Joseph, from the pit to the palace. When Joseph, he got a dream, right? And he told his brothers about the dream, and they became very jealous and envious of him and all of that, right? And that's what landed him in a pit, right? To be sold, right? And we can all read that story and be very angry with his siblings and stuff like that, but we need to understand that was all part of the plan. That was all part of the plan. Like, God is the beginning and the end. Like, he sees the future. He knows how the journey was going to go. He knew the heart of Joseph's siblings. He knew the heart of them. Okay, so he knew all of this. He knew how it was going to happen. He knew how it was going to go down. He knew that the siblings would have thrown him into the pit and all of that. So that was all part of the plan. Think about it. The pit and everything that Joseph went through, right, was all training him to be the leader that he needed to be. Okay, all of that was training, and many of you guys have gone through training. Okay, and that was all of that was training him and equipping him for his destiny. Okay, I don't know the type of personality he was before, but he probably didn't have like great leadership skills because he was young at the time, and but all of that was part of the plan. Because think about it, if his brothers did not threw him in the pit, and what if they after they learned about the dream, they were like, oh my gosh, what if they just kind of kept him in a room because they didn't want anything bad to happen to him, and they just cuddled him and fed him grapes all day because they're like, oh well, based on the dream, okay, we got to keep you safe. It would have never landed him to the palace. Sometimes it takes a bad situation. Sometimes it takes a dire situation, if you may, to get us to where we need to be. And it was all part of the plan. You're like, well, why would God allow this? Well, God didn't cause it. He did not create it, but he allows it because he knew that eventually it would shape Joseph into the person that he needed to be. Okay. So, I encourage you guys, like everything that you've been through, just know that it was all part of the plan. And we're not going to condone people's foolishness. We're not going to condone the behaviors. We're not going to condone the mistreatment and the pain inflictions and all of that. But just know that God, he turns beauty. He makes beauty from ashes. He really does. And you need to understand that God sees your journey. He's the beginning and the end. So if he's the beginning and the end, then he sees the end of this. A lot of times the prophecy, when you think of Joseph, that dream that he got was his end. That was the end to a new beginning, if that makes sense. Okay? God gave him a dream, but there was this journey to get to the dream. Okay? And then once he got there, then there was like this new beginning in his leadership role. All right? But God sees everything. He sees everything, and he knows that you're going to come out victorious. You will be a victor. Victory is yours. Okay. So one of the hardest things that a lot of God's chosen remnants may struggle with in this season, if you haven't already, is forgiveness. Is really being able to forgive the people who have inflicted pain upon you. To really truly forgive the people who have caused you harm. Okay? To really truly put it behind you. And I think what people don't understand is forgiveness doesn't mean access. Forgiveness doesn't mean that we need to talk or we need to chill. No, forgiveness means that in my heart, I'm not holding you up. Okay, that's what forgiveness. People, you talk about forgiveness and people are like, "Oh yeah, let's kick it." No, let's not kick it. No, we're not doing that. That's not what forgiveness means. Okay? That forgiveness means that I'm going to release you from this debt. Okay? It's this almost like it's this releasing from a debt. Okay? So, this may be the struggle for many of God's chosen people, but it is so important. It is so important to heal and heal well from the wounds that people have created, because I am telling you, based on this new chapter that God is getting ready for many of you guys, is getting ready to step into, you are going to take a different leadership position. You're going to be in a leadership role. The first shall be last and the last shall be first, right? And if you do not heal and heal well, you are going to inflict the same pain upon others that others have done to you. Now the roles are going to be reversed, okay? And you, if you do not heal well, you will become the abuser. I am telling you this, okay? So it's important to heal, and it's important to be self-aware that if you're even getting into that place, or you're thinking a certain way, and or whatever the case is, you can be self-aware enough to be like, hold up, wait a minute here. Lord, check me, Jesus. Check me, check my heart, because I never want to unintentionally inflict pain upon others. So check me, Jesus, okay? And know that it's okay to ask God these to be able to help you with that, okay? Creating me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me, okay, guys? So I encourage you to heal, continue to work on your healing, learn how to forgive, and God is going to take you to high places. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm telling you, the soup was good, guys.